Questions Live, where we find cool-headed answers for your hot technology and privacy questions. My name is John Cilio, and today's burning question comes from a national reporter who asked me, who is the bigger spy, the NSA or Google? I thought that was a really fascinating question. Of course, it comes because the NSA in the last couple of months has been outed by Edward Snowden, the former NSA employee, that the NSA, the National Security Agency, has been spying on our phone calls, who we're calling and when, our emails, who we're emailing and what about, and even our social media posts. But the latest scandal is called Muscular, and here's what they've been doing. Somehow, the NSA has gotten between the transmissions of Google and Yahoo. So, in other words, the two largest email providers in the US, the NSA has been sniffing those emails going back and forth. And this has angered companies like Google, like Yahoo, Facebook. It has angered the tech giants. And recently there was an article in the New York Times about the tech companies wanting to defend their privacy. In particular, Eric Schmidt, the chairman of Google, has gone on the record on the Wall Street Journal talking about how we need to do a better job with privacy. Let's take a look at the video real quickly.
But you can argue too, though, the lines between private and public, they do tend to get blurred with so much access on the internet.
But you have to take a strong position in favor of privacy. Privacy is really the right to be left alone. Do you really want the government tracking all of those information? Especially if you're a domestic citizen who's just going about your life?
What is the right balance for America?
Well, let's start with appropriate oversight and appropriate transparency. There clearly are cases where evil people exist, but you don't have to violate the privacy of every single citizen of America in order to find them.
Let's take a look at a couple of his statements there in greater detail. Number one, he said, but you have to take a strong position in favor of privacy. This is what he's saying about the NSA. Do you really want the government tracking all of your information? I find it very ironic that this man whose company tracks all of our information is asking this question. You could substitute Google's company name for government. Do you really want Google tracking all of your information? Here he's calling for privacy on one hand and violating it on the other. The second statement that's fascinating, let's start with appropriate oversight. He's talking about the solutions here. Let's start with appropriate oversight over the NSA and transparency. You don't have to violate the privacy of every single citizen of America in order to find them. You might also say you don't have to violate the privacy of every single citizen or track the privacy of every single user of Google in order to market to them. It takes a lot of gumption for somebody who is so focused on collecting our private data of all American citizens to go and say that the NSA is collecting too much information. So the question again is, who's the bigger spy? Is it the NSA or is it Google? Well, of course, the NSA is much larger and is collecting more information, but mostly thanks to companies like Google. This has been Burning Questions Live. If you have any input, if you'd like to ask a question, please put it in the comments below or send us a video. We'd be happy to have you on the next program. In the meantime, stay cool.